Hello everybody, welcome back. I know I haven't been putting up quite as much as I would like to, but I've had a lot of other things going on. One thing, we're doing a little bit more with our travel channel this year. Oh, and while I think about it, also this has been going on. My husband's just released another new song, which I absolutely love. So shout out to him. I believe it's been played over in America. It was probably last night. Just on the smaller radio stations, but that's great, you know. So we're loving it. So if any of you are interested, I'll try and shove a link in the description of this recipe, because I know there's a few of you do actually check it out and send him nice wishes. Anyway, back to cooking. This is a recipe out of the Waitrose magazine. As soon as I saw it, I thought, I've got to do it for you guys. And one of the reasons, I still get a lot of contact with the van lifers and the caravanners. They often tell me things like, one guy particularly loves risottos, so I thought, oh, this is lovely. Leek risotto with roasted hazelnuts and tarragon and lemon. I actually said to John, I've messed up a bit, because if I'd thought about it, I could have even adapted this and cooked a chicken breast into this, or sat it on top of the risotto. That's maybe something for another time, but it would have worked. But anyway, tonight we're just doing the risotto. So that's Waitrose, and I'll give you all those ingredients, and it's quite simple, quite straightforward. I think a lot of you will love this one. I think the hardest job was prepping the hazelnuts. They're already roasted. I cheated. In fact, I think I bought them from Aldi. They're actually lovely. So that's but we did have to chop them down. John actually gave me a hand, he's very kind. This is freshly chopped tarragon, ready to go in. That's the arborio risotto rice, which I love, which is what I'm using. This is freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano. Yeah, that's the rice, and we've got a lemon, and you all will have thought that's Sue's wine. Yeah, I know. Actually, well, what's in the bottle later will be. It's an Italian dry white. Maybe I should get the wine out, because it's actually a lovely wine, and I'll just show you the label of it. 1 second. Okay, guys, this is an Italian Sangiovese, and it's absolutely delicious. Don't you just love that label? I do fall for a good label, but actually it's a beautiful wine. It's really clean, it's very crisp, and it occasionally comes on offer about £8.99, but most of the time it's either £9.99 or £10.99. Okay, so if you see that in Waitrose and you want something a little bit different, this is it. Okay, so I'll put that back in the fridge to keep cold till I can pour a glass. Someone asked me also, do I still use my Ninja? Oh my God, yes, I so do. Roasties, you name it, everything. It's just at the moment, and I did a lasagna in it the other day actually. But when I look on YouTube and all the other Facebook channels and all the Instagrams and everything, everyone is doing their air fryers. So it's quite kind of a bit pointless for me to try and do something different when it's all out there for you guys. It really is. When I do come across something different, of course I will show you it, you know. But yes, I use it in everyday cooking. I love both of them. This one I do use a lot more as my pressure cooker. I know a few people say, I don't use that so much as an air fryer, more of a pressure cooker. Right, let me show you the main ingredients in this risotto. Walk this way. It's the leeks, okay, because this, as I said, is going to be leek and hazelnut risotto, and it's got all those other yummy things in. Now what's happening there, it's got about another 10 minutes to go, because they're in butter and olive oil, 2 big leeks, and they have to just sit there and really just soften up and become packed full of flavour. And then when that's done, I'll bring you back and I'll show you the next stages of where I add the rice and the stock and the wine. By that time, I'll have a glass of wine as well. So I'll see you very shortly. And already there's leeks. Oh God, the smell's amazing. Okay, see you very soon. Okay, welcome back. That's my leeks. They are lovely and reduced down just like I want them. The smell just amazing. Okay, right, next step is we are going to put in the rice. So this is is 200 grams of the rice. So just chuck that in. Give this a stir around so you're coating all the rice up. We're going to turn the heat up a little bit on this now as well, because when I pour the wine in, I want that to reduce. I want the alcohol cooking off. You don't want any harshness, especially when this is going to be so creamy and delicious. There's no cream going in this, by the way, and though I'm saying creamy, the creaminess will be from the leeks and the rice itself. Okay, so that's all covered just as it should be. Let me just see, that needs to be a little bit hotter. I'll bring that heat up a bit further before I go in with the wine. That is 150 mils, okay guys? Right, I want this to virtually reduce away. Over here, I've got 800 mils of chicken stock. It's just no stock cubes. You could use vegetable stock if you want to keep this all vegetarian. But that's 800 mils, and as I say, you don't, I mean, it's nice if you've got your homemade stocks. I don't at the moment, I've used them all up. But this will be going in there. They say a ladle at a time, and it takes about 20 minutes to 25 minutes for your rice to cook through. Well, because it's in a jug, I'm not going to ladle it. I find a jug much easier than slopping about with ladles, so I just put a little bit, as it's absorbing it, then I just put a little bit more. And for, like I said, this is a one-pan job for all those guys who've just got one ring in the van and things like that. This is serving for, they say, 2 to 3. I think probably 2 for me and John. we both love risotto, especially good risotto. So if you're on your own, you could cut this recipe in half. But it'll also freeze very well, and thank God for the freezer, because I tend to do a lot of things, and whatever's left from it goes in the freezer, and it makes a meal that John can take in the office, or just comes in very useful. Right, that's lovely, bubbling away lovely. I'm just going to turn that down a bit now. You just needed to get that rice, that wine reducing. Then you take your heat gentler, because the whole idea of a risotto is you're being gentle with it. You're letting the rice do its own thing. You don't just sit it on there and boil it. This is a dish that once you start putting your stock in, I will say you do have to stay with it. So I'll be pouring myself a glass of wine, stirring it, and just enjoying the whole therapeutic process. Right, that's the first of the stock. That's gone in there. Right, and it's now my time to get myself a glass of wine. So I'm going to be doing that right up until the point I use all this stock, okay? At which point I will bring you back to show you the final stages, where we add the hazelnuts and the tarragon leaves and the parmesan, and we get ready to serve it, and I get ready to eat it. So we'll see you in, this is going to take about 20 minutes, so I'm not going to bore the life out of you watching me just stand, drink and stir, okay? See you in 20 minutes. Right, that's okay. Okay, this is virtually ready for the other things to go in now. You know, I was saying that there wasn't going to be a lot. Have you seen how it's grown? Now, what this is, that it's to the bite. Now, what they mean is, I'm just going to fish a couple of little tiny grains out. You try the grain. This type of rice stays very hard and very solid till the point it's cooked, at which point, when you bite on it, it kind of breaks open and is soft. So let me try it. Perfect. That's absolute. I've done so many risottos, I can look at it and kind of say that is to the bite. The grains, they do swell. They don't swell quite as much as some other rices, but they kind of soften around the edge as well. Okay, so we're going to, let's get the hazelnuts chucked in. This is 100 grams of hazelnuts going in here. You keep a little bit back for a nice little dressing type topping thing. So we're just going to stir all that in. Just make sure your heat's nice and low, because this is the point when your risotto is using up all that excess liquid, and it will stick on if you're not very careful. Oh my God, that looks amazing. hope you're getting this, guys. You can see those hazelnuts. I absolutely adore hazelnuts. And you know, this is kind of like in Italy, the hazelnuts are like prominent, and leeks this time of the year is in season, so that's kind of nice. Okay, and 2 spoonfuls of lemon juice. So I've just used half a lemon because I tasted it and it's actually very lemony. I think the wine that I used does have a lemon over to like a taste to it, lemony, and I think that's cutting through here. Right, okay, so that's my lemon juice in. Let me just get that. I just need that to my tarragon leaves. Let's blend all that in together. Oh gosh, you smell fresh tarragon and it's just such a wonderful, well, I love all fresh herbs. I don't think there's any I don't like. Oh, that is looking yummy now. Okay, we're in our final stages. Now you can see that stock has just depleted now, and the creaminess you can see is developing, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat low as the Parmesan. I can't wait to go back. I think we're due back in Italy in September, and oh boy, am I going to buy some good cheeses and bring them back with me. We're going Tuscany this time, guys, so that should be interesting for you all. Right, that looks amazing. Right, let's get the black pepper in there. Don't forget, there's no meat in here, so you do need your seasonings. Oh my God. That is just, the texture of the nuts and flavour is amazing. I'll show you the little dressing we're going to put on the top. Lemon zest, a little bit of fresh tarragon, hazelnuts and olive oil is this what we're going to sprinkle on the top, just to give it that fresh texture. Okay, I will do this one again, and I will actually do a chicken breast and sort of lay it on the top in slices. I think it would go marvellous. There's actually quite a lot of food. These are big bowls. Anyway, the idea is you just put a lovely little bit of this fresh lemon zesty hazelnutty dressing on the top. And you could, at this point, if you wish, do another sprinkle of Parmesan. But I'm actually going to leave it at that because I've tasted it and it tastes absolutely amazing. So what I would say, guys, is let me just get, that's my spoon, this one's mine. Give this one a try. This is, I would say, if I was scoring this and I was eating it in a restaurant, I'd be extremely happy to pay for that, and I would probably give it in the realms of like an 8 out of 10. The only reason I say out of 10 is because I am a fan of protein. And if I'd thought about it, there would have been some on there tonight. But this is a fabulous dish. So give that a shot. Let me know what you think. Okay, thank you for watching. I will see you soon. I am trying out some new recipes and I will be back. But I'm off to Tenerife for a few days sunshine. John's treating me. It was going to be the Caribbean, but sadly I can't fly that far at the moment till my hip settles down. Maybe later in the year. And also heading north to my home country to see friends and family. So it's a busy old time, but it's a good time. Okay, take care everyone. See you very soon. Mwah!